Little Johnny rode up to the saloon. And he saw the saloon door swinging open, and out of it came Sheriff Johnson.
Howdy.
And Sheriff Johnson was like, "Little Billy, y'all know you're not allowed to be in this saloon today, right? Because you're not old enough." But Sheriff Johnson, I'm big enough. I'm taller than what the stick says. You got to be this high to get into the building. Well, Billy, because they serve alcohol inside, that'd just be a bad influence on you. Because you ain't even out of high school yet.
Now, DJ, tell me what you said in front of my dad.
What? I didn't say nothing. That's what you... What the...
Get out of here.
Get out of
Church of the Widescreen.
Hi, folks. It's Brother Terry, and I'm here today to invite you to join the Church of the Widescreen. For a small tax-deductible monthly donation, you can enjoy all your favorite sports programs, plus movies and so much more for less money than you're paying right now. And the best part is, it's all in high definition. Ain't that right, Sister Sweet Cheeks?
That's right, Brother Terry.
Yes, yes, yes. And for a small additional monthly charge, which is also tax deductible, you can enjoy some special entertainment such as Sister Sweet Cheeks Shades of Blue. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, there ain't nothing like it. Sister Sweet Cheeks can show you the shades of blue from powder blue all the way to deep indigo. Ain't that right, Sister Sweet Cheeks?
Oh, yeah, you'll be satisfied.
What's that? You say you don't have a high-definition widescreen TV? No problem, brothers and sisters. For a small additional tax-deductible monthly donation, we will provide you one. You can't beat that, can you, Sister Sweet Cheek?
No, you certainly can't.
So what are you waiting for, folks? If you are one of the first 50 callers to join the Church of Widescreen today, I will throw in a PVR absolutely free. So even if you're not saved, at least your favorite programs will be. Have your credit cards ready, folks, and call us at 1-9000-GO-WIDE now. And remember, folks, going wide may save your hide.
Coffee Break Corner. Good morning. This is Bert Sanders reporting to you today from Coffee Break Corner, Newfoundland. We're here today with Robbie McFadden, owner of the Missing Cod Coffee Shop and Restaurant. So, why do they call this Coffee Break Corner, Robbie?
Well, boy, that's because there's a coffee shop on all four corners. That's why.
Yes, I can see that, Robbie. And with that new Timmy's opening up right across the street from you, I guess you've got plenty of competition.
We sure do.
So, Robbie, can you compete with the new Timmy's? Or will you have to close down?
Nah, we never quit, by. We're the people of the rock. No, sir, we cling to the rock like barnacles.
So, what will you do?
We're gonna wing it, by. We're gonna wing it.
I don't follow you, Robbie. What do you mean, wing it?
Well, I hired the best wingman I could find. His name is King Wing, and he's the king of wings. That's what's gonna bring the customers in. Wing! Come on here and bring some wings for Bart to try.
So, you think those wings will be your answer to the competition?
Sure, bye. We got no cod left, but we got plenty of wings, and that'll do it, along with the other promotion we just started this week called Roll Out the Rum to Win.
Oh, so how does Roll Out the Rum to Win work?
We just give our customers a little something special in their coffee. Rum's the word.
Is that your version of a double-double?
We call ours a double Donny, because after a few of these coffees, we often have a real Donnybrook breakout.
Yes, I could see that happening.
Oh, here's King with some wings. Here, try these.
Thank you, King. These are excellent wings. Delicious.
I'm really pleased you like my wing, Mr. Sanders. You want double Donny too?
No, thanks, King. I can't drink when I'm on the air. You know, Robbie, maybe you've got something here.
Yeah, boy. I've always been a bit of a wing nut.
Yes, I've heard that about you.
Here, try this bird. This is my new creation. I call them Buffalo Spring Roll. We start promotion next month.
Oh, wow. Hot, hot, hot. Very hot, wow.
Oh, don't just stand there, King. Give the boy a drink to cool him down.
Thanks. Oh, man, what's in this drink? Wowee!
Oh, that's also part of next month's promotion, Bert. I call it Reach for the Screech.
This is Bert Sanders saying goodbye from Coffee Break Corner, Newfoundland. Bert Sanders here for Powder Rock Radio. And today, we're here with Mr. Hernando Valenzuela, owner of Hernando's Grand Paradiso Hotel. Welcome to the Powder Rock Radio Show, Hernando.
Gracias, thank you, Senior Bert. It's very nice to be here.
So, Hernando, I'll let you tell the folks at Powder Rock all about Hernando's Grand Paradiso Hotel.
Thank you, it will be my pleasure. Well, Hernando's Gran Paradiso Hotel was previously known as Hernando's Hideaway, but we renamed it after the major expansion we completed a few years ago.
Tell us about your expansion, Hernando.
Well, we did a complete renovation and added 60 deluxe suites. We now have 2 swimming pools, 3 spas, 5 bars, 2 dance floors, 1 for Latin and 1 for ballroom, a chapel, an adult toy store, and 2 restaurants.
Wow, that's quite an expansion, Hernando. I've been looking around. It's a very impressive hotel.
Si, yes, it is.
Now, Hernando, I understand that you also have a unique program that you specialize in. Would you like to tell the folks about that?
Si, yes, Senor Bert. It will be my pleasure. We specialize in the one-night marriage.
Interesting, Hernando. How does the one-night marriage work?
Well, with so many divorces these days, we thought it would be a great idea for people to try being married for just one night to see if they are compatible and if marriage will work for them.
That makes sense, Hernando. Please continue.
Well, we have a bus that will pick you up at a local bus depot, and after a pleasant 2-hour bus ride over the border, you arrive at Hernando's Gran Paradiso Hotel, where you will be met by a full mariachi band. After signing the guest registry, you can then relax at one of our numerous bars before gathering at the chapel for the marriage ceremony. Then you can have dinner, go dancing, and retire to your suite for a night of mucho passion. Then in the morning, you are granted a divorce and you check out. At that point, you get into one of the 2 buses that will return you to Powder Rock.
Why do you have 2 buses, Hernando?
Well, unfortunately, we have found that not all of our male guests explain the divorce part of the program to senoritas, and this can cause some bad feelings at the time of departure. So we send them back home in 2 separate buses.
Very interesting, Hernando. And now, who are most of your customers?
Most of our reservations are made by single men who bring their girlfriends, but lately we are seeing an increase in reservations from single women who don't believe in the sex before marriage, since our one-night marriage solves this problem for them.
Do you cater strictly to couples, Hernando?
Not at all, Senor Bert. As we like to say, no parts or no problemo. If you are alone, we offer an arranged marriage service where you can go online and pick out your bride or groom from a wide selection of your choice, subject to availability, of course.
Very good, Hernando. Now, are there any rules about how often you can come?
No, Senor Bert, you can come as many times as you like. But all we ask is that if your partner is a moaner or a screamer, you try to keep it down out of consideration for the other guests.
No, Hernando, I meant, are there any restrictions on how often you can stay at the hotel?
Oh, pardon me, Senor Bert, I misunderstood you. No, we only have 3 rules, which are that you must check out in the morning and get a divorce. But if you want to stay another night, you just get married again, although it needn't be to the same person.
What are the other 2 rules, Hernando?
The other rules are that there is no making out during the bus ride because it can be very distracting for the bus driver who is trying to concentrate on driving. And no polygamy means that you can't show up at Hernando's Gran Paradiso Hotel with 2 senoritas and ask us to marry the 3 of you. After all, we are trying to run a respectable place.
Yes, of course, Hernando. Just one more thing, Hernando. What is the cost of a one-night marriage?
The cost is $295, which includes the marriage, the divorce, 1 night's accommodation, a return bus trip, and a $50 gift card for our adult toy store. Food and beverages are extra.
Excellent, Hernando. Well, there you have it, folks. If you want to have a night of unbridled passion and one-night marriage, gives Hernando a call. Oh, by the way, Hernando, how's business?
It's just booming, Senor Bert. We are doing a bang-up business, and many of our guests come again and again.
Yes, Hernando, I expect they do. Now, could I just have a quick look at that book you have there that shows the brides available for the arranged marriages?
Certainly, Senor Bert. You will notice that I put a star beside 4 lovely brides who are eager to discuss marriage with you, Senor Bert. And please accept a complimentary one-night stay at no charge.
Oh, thank you very much, Hernando. But I couldn't accept your kind offer. It just wouldn't be professional. Say, Hernando, the bride here on page 5 is sure nice. Does she really look as good as her picture?
That's Charita, and she is even prettier than her picture. Would you like to meet her, Senor Bert?
Well, I guess there wouldn't be any harm in just meeting her, would there? I could interview her, for research purposes.
An interview? What an excellent idea, Senor Bert. Very professional. Charita is waiting for you in room 301. Charita is a very good choice, Senor Bert. This will be her first interview, if you get my meaning. Enjoy yourself, Senor Bert. The bus back to Powder Rock doesn't leave for another 3 hours.
Life in the castle. You know, Wembley, it's nice to be out walking the walls of the castle on a day like today. The air is fresh, the skies are blue, and there's a gentle breeze blowing.
Ah, yes, sire. We shouldn't be out for too long. You don't want to catch a cold.
Oh, but I so love to look down over my kingdom and see my loyal subjects down below the castle wall.
Yes, sire.
Wembley, could I ask you a question?
Yes, sire. Go right ahead.
Well, Wembley, I've heard some of my subjects refer to me as the Big Dick. Why do they call me that?
Oh, yeah. Well, let me see, sire. Well, your name is Richard, and Dick is short for Richard, sire. That must be it.
Oh, I don't think that's it, Wembley.
Oh, well, let me see. Then it must be your prowess with the ladies, sire.
Oh, do you think so? But nobody's supposed to know about that, Wembley.
Yes, well, sire, word does have a way of getting around. You know, some of the ladies may have said something.
Well, yes, I guess that could be it. Oh, look, Wembley. Look. There's a group of my loyal subjects gathering below. They seem to be shouting something, but I can't make it out. Can you tell me what they're saying?
I think we should go in now, sire.
Oh, why, Wembley? It's a lovely day for a stroll around the castle walls. And, oh, look, my subjects are trying to throw some sort of a tribute up to me. Oh, look, Wembley, I think it's a large meat pie.
Duck your head, sire.
Oh, shit.
Too late.
Oh, Wembley. This pie smells like a horse stable.
I think it's time to go back in the castle, sire.
I think you're right, Wembley. Could you guide me? I can't see very well with this stinky meat pie all over my face.
Yes, sire.
Oh, Captain. Wake up, Captain.
Yes, what is
It's time to wake up, Captain. You're wanted on the bridge.
Oh, right. Where am I, Miss Muffins?
You're in my cabin, Captain. You spent the night here.
Oh, yes, Miss Muffins. Some things are starting to come back to me. We were discussing the ship's menu, then you poured me a drink, and then... That's about all I remember, except for that delicious snack you gave me. What did you call it again?
I call it Leg McMuffin, Captain. And after what happened last night, you can call me Melanie. You don't have to be so formal now.
I see. Yes. So, Melanie, what's the nutritional value in Leg McMuffin?
Well, Captain, Leg McMuffin has no fat or calories, if that's what you mean.
Excellent, Melanie. Will we be adding it to the ship's menu?
I'm afraid not, Captain. Leg McMuffin is my specialty of the house, and I only serve it to a few select guests.
Right. Well, thank you for everything, Melanie. I guess I better get up to the bridge. We'll see you later.
You definitely will, Captain. And whenever you get a craving for Leg McMuffin, you know where to come.
Good morning, Mr. Spam. So how do you think our opening night went?
Overall, it went very well, Captain, except for the big fight.
What big fight, Mr. Spam?
The big brawl between Conan the Barbarian, Lieutenant Hardcore, and Ensign Facebreaker.
Oh, right. How did that turn out, Mr. Spam?
Well, Captain, Conan the Barbarian is very strong, and he was winning the fight until a big puddle of green slime appeared right in front of him, and everything changed.
Go on, Mr. Spam. What happened next?
Well, Conan slipped on the puddle of green slime, fell down, and put his back out.
But where did the puddle of green slime come from, Mr. Spam?
Well, this is a good news and bad news situation, Captain.
What's the good news, Mr. Spam?
Well, Lieutenant Hardcore and Ensign Facebreaker are recovering in sickbay, and aside from some cuts and bruises, they're going to be okay.
And the bad news, Mr. Spam?
The bad news is that the green slime is a stowaway alien from another galaxy called Lowlife. It seems Lowlife is a type of shapeshifter who changes into another life form whenever he's under stress.
Anything else, Mr. Spam?
Now, it would seem highly illogical, Captain, if I did not have anything else to say. It seems that Lowlife has a female friend by the name of Stardust. I have them both locked up in security. You can meet them both after the tribunal hearing.
Tribunal hearing? What tribunal hearing?
Well, Captain, as a result of what happened on opening night, some of the crew are asking for extra compensation, and according to policy, a tribunal hearing must be convened to settle the issues.
I see. So what is the procedure, Mr. Spam?
The tribunal is convened, which consists of 3 tribunal members and an adjudicator. The crew then presents their case for high wages, and then one of the ship's officers, usually their captain, presents any counter-arguments, and the tribunal then votes for or against in each individual case. The adjudicator keeps order and announces the decision.
So when is this tribunal, Spam?
In 10 minutes, Captain. Do you want to handle it, or would you like me or one of the other officers to handle it?
Thank you for offering, Mr. Spam, but I think I can handle it with your assistance, of course.
Of course, Captain. You need someone to cover your back. Shall we proceed to the tribunal room?
Do lead on, Mr. Spam.
Knotty Pines Retirement Home, 2. Okay, I'm Dr. Marsh. Do you know why we asked you to join our little group, Mr. Dobson?
No. I can't say that I do.
Well, Mr. Dobson, we have reason to believe that you may have Alzheimer's.
Yes, it's true. I do have Alzheimer's. I also got his lawnmower, his rakes, and his shovels. He's not getting any of his stuff back until he returns my stuff and pays me $50 he owes me for repairing his fence.
Oh, boy. Moving right along. Let's go to Bill and Willowy Clanton. Okay, Bill. Do you remember the answer to the question I asked you the other day?
Yes, sir. I admit that I did send her a few emails, but I did not have sex with that woman.
That's not the right answer, Bill.
Oh, that's not it. Oh, I'm sorry, Willowy. Oh, wait. Oh, I remember now. I was in the Oval Orifice, but I did not play harmonica with that woman.
Bill, why are you smoking a cigar? You said you were giving up those cigars.
Oh, no, Willowy. I said I wasn't going to play harmonica anymore, but I'm still doing cigars.
No, Bill. You've got 3 boxes of cigars.
Yeah. They bring back some nice memories, though. Although I can't remember exactly what they are. You know, each cigar tastes a little bit different. It's funny how that is.
I give up. It's hopeless.
I think this is going to be a long night. Thank you, Bill and Willowy. Let's take a short break. Let's try and be back in no 15 minutes and no wandering off.
Hello, everyone. This is Bert Saunders for Powder Rock Radio, and today we're on location at Salmonella's Teflon Grill to bring you an interview with Tony Veranda, also known as The Porch, who is the head of the Veranda family. So, Tony, what's new?
Well, Bert, I'm really excited about the opening of our new specialty mechanics school.
Okay, Tony, why don't you tell us about your new school?
Yeah, sure, Bert. First of all, the courses are done using the internet, which gives us maximum security and confidentiality. And once a student has completed our course, he will be able to make big money and only have to work a few hours a week.
Is there much demand for specialty mechanics?
Boy, is there ever. The demand has never been greater. You see, many of our specialty mechanics have retired or expired, so the business needs some new blood, you might say.
Aside from making big money, are there any other benefits that go with being a specialty mechanic?
Well, there isn't a pension plan, but as a specialty mechanic, you get to travel and meet interesting people. Oh, and if one of your assignments should we say, be interrupted or terminated, you will be reassigned to a secure facility, provided free room and board, and retrained for a new career, all at government expense.
Wow, that sounds pretty hard to beat. What does the course cost?
The total cost of the course is $3,000, which includes all the lessons, plus your specialty mechanics tools and protective equipment.
What exactly do you mean by tools and protective equipment?
Well, Bert, a specialty mechanic needs a couple of good pieces, a set of knuckle protectors for doing minor tune-ups, and a special vest to protect against stray projectiles.
Okay, so what kind of money can a specialty mechanic make in a year?
Since the work is all done by contract, individual earnings will vary depending on the number of assignments a mechanic completes. But I would say a good special mechanic, he should be able to earn between $80,000 and $100,000 a year. That's working on a part-time basis, and after we soak our beaks to the tune of 10%.
Wow, that's very good money for part-time work. Now, do you offer an employment placement service for your graduates?
Yes, we do. Once a specialty mechanic passes the course, they are given access to a members-only website. The assignments are posted on the website. The mechanic enters their nickname, their code, then they bid on the assignments. Once the assignment has been completed, the mechanic's pay is deposited into their bank account, usually offshore.
Sounds like you've covered everything, Tony. So, how would someone register to take the specialty mechanics course?
They can just drop by the restaurant here, which is Salmonella's Teflon Grill, and pick up an application. Then, just fill out the application, and a member of our family will contact them to make the arrangements for them to take the course.
All right, Tony. Thank you very much for the interview.
Hey, no problem, Bert. It's my pleasure.
Okay, folks, this concludes our interview with Tony Veranda, also known as The Porch. Coming to you live from Salmonella's Teflon Grill, where the dawn dines.
Whoa, Pandora! I don't think I've ever seen Pandora's as busy as it is tonight.
Yes, we're right up to capacity. I'm glad you two could make it.
Oh, thank you. It should be a fun night for everyone. I see Slippery Sid is here, too. I guess he should be able to make a few bucks, because it seems like there's no shortage of people wanting to bet on their favorite.
So who is the favorite, Pandora? I might like to get in on a little of this betting myself.
Well, we have a couple of local guys who are getting a lot of the early action. You know Flagpole Freddy, of course. He's in the contest, and so is Vladimir Smirnov.
What are the odds?
Well, the early betting has Flagpole Freddy as one of the odds-on favorite at 5-1, while Vladimir Smirnov, who for tonight is known as Vladimir the Impaler, is at 7-1.
Oh, hey, those are pretty good odds, Pandora. I thought Freddy would be more of a favorite than that, though.
Well, you have to remember the contestants come from all over, and there are a total of 22 guys in the contest, and we don't know anything about most of the other guys.
Oh, I see. So, who are some of the other guys?
Well, there's LeVar Lightning Rod Lewis. I don't know what he's packing, but he's 6'6". Then there's Don Juan de Fuca. He came all the way from Juarez, Mexico for this contest. And he seems to have quite a following from the Mexican farm workers. And another guy that's getting a lot of attention is Percy Pigsticker Preston. He's a big farm boy from Arkansas. Lightning Rod is going at 3-1. Don Juan de Fuca is 5-1. Pigsticker is 6-1. And there are several others like Jules Verne, Licorice Stick, and the Trojan Horse that range from 8-1 to 10-1. With the dark horse being a young local Mexican kid who's only 21 called Little Joselito, whose odds are 25-1.
Well, thanks, Pandora. I better go see Slippery Sid to get a bet down on Freddy before the odds go down, which I'm sure they will once this contest gets started.
So, Pandora, how does the contest work?
Well, first the announcer will introduce all of the contestants who will come out fully clothed and be presented to the audience. Then the contestants will go backstage and it's show and tell time. They drop their pants and let the other contestants see what they've got. This gives each contestant a chance to bow out gracefully if they don't think they can compete. Then all of the contestants come out naked together so the audience can see them. Then the contestants come out one by one and they are measured for length. At this point, the field will be narrowed down to 6 contestants. Then the contestants come out one at a time and they are measured for thickness because, as we girls know, length is only part of the story. Okay, they're ready to start.
Hi, everybody. Stan the Mad Marshal. Welcome to Pandora's Live on Powder Rock Radio. It's the first ever So You Think You're Big contest. Here are tonight's contestants. Please give them a big hand. I will now ask the contestants to go backstage and prepare to return in all their glory. I've just received word that for the first round of competition, the field has now been reduced from 22 contestants to only 8. Well, folks, that will make things a little easier for our judge, who, by the way, is the lovely Euphoria. All right, we're ready to go. Our first contestant is little Joselito. Joselito. He's our long shot, so to speak. 25 to 1. He's a local boy. Lives out near the Flatback Flats. Let's give him a big hand. Well, that's something we weren't expecting. Stupid dick tricks? I must say, though, I've never seen anybody toss a sombrero and catch it quite like that. And I think the ring toss does rate an A+ for audience involvement. Let's give little Joselito a big hand, folks. As my girlfriend always tells me, size isn't everything. Our next contestant is Jules Verne. Jules Verne gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, diamonds in the rough.
Hello, King here. Okay. No, okay. Sorry, Kelly, I gotta go. It's Sean the Hoe Hunter. There's an alarm going off at the Hoe House.
Do you want me to come with you?
Absolutely not. You stay here and enjoy yourself, baby. It's probably just a false alarm. I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
You sure you'll be okay?
Positive.
Well, that was a long 15 minutes. You missed the entire contest.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll tell you all about it later. Now, tell me what happened with the contest.
Well, Dong Wong Defuka was pretty well balanced. Pig Sticker was definitely the thickest. Lightning Rod was definitely the longest, and I think Vladimir the Impaler must have got nervous and reverted back to Vlad the Inhaler, because I think he had a few too many vodkas.
Well, what about Jules Verne?
Good stones, poor setting.
All right, what about Freddie?
I'm coming to that. Freddie was losing ever so slightly to Lightning Rod Lewis, but just as it came time to measure Freddie for the thickness part, Flashing Amber jumped up on stage, grabbed the brass pole, and started pole dancing. This brought the crowd into it, and Freddie seemed to rise to the occasion, so to speak. No pun intended. But in the end, he won in a close one.
Oh, thank you, Lord. That means Slippery Sid owed me some money, baby.
How much did you bet?
I bet $50 on Vladimir the Impaler, and I bet $200 on Freddie. So I lost the $50 on Vladimir. But at 5 to 1 odds, Slippery Sid owes me a tidy sum, baby. And my bet on Flagpole Freddie came through.
That's great. Now, tell me what happened at the Hoe House.
I'll tell you tomorrow. Tonight, baby, let's just have fun, okay?
Okay.
Oh, that's Freddie now. Hey, Freddie! Oh, my man. Good win, bro. Good win. Can I buy you a drink?
You sure can, King.
That Kelly tells me it was a close contest, bro.
Well, King, it's like I always say, man. It's a game of inches, baby. If you want to win in the clutches, you got to have the inches.
You gotta put some work in. Struggle for nothing, nah, struggle to win. It might take time for that shit to come in, but y'all know what's up. It's smooth sailing for men. It ain't my fault, I was born to get money. Escalades and fly cribs and hanging with the honeys. I got this way by being second to none. Y'all know my style is number one.
Right on, Freddie. Right on.
Swap-a-cop, the Silver Devil.
Oh, ow! Help me, Yoshi!
Kilowatt!
What on earth is going on?
Well, sounds like it's coming from the staff lunchroom, Captain.
Rupee, Yoshi, Ramondo, what's going on?
I'm sorry, Captain, but I tried to rescue Yoshi's bread from the jaws of the Silver Devil.
What Silver Devil?
Yoshi put the bread in the jaws of the Silver Devil, and I watched as the Silver Devil slowly swallow up Yoshi's bread, only to deliver it to the very red volcano god below. When I could see and smell that volcano god was burning Yoshi's bread, I tried to save his bread by reaching into the jaws of the silver devil and snatching his bread away from the volcano, but the volcano god burned my fingers, and the silver devil struck me with the bolt of lightning. Finally, Yoshi used his sword to kill the silver devil and put out the fire of the volcano god that lived within the jaws.
Rupee, don't you understand? That was an electric pop-up toaster. Do you know what a toaster is? No, well, I guess you don't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. Rupee will pay for the damage.
No, that's okay, Rupee. Now, somebody's going to have to teach this man about electricity. In the meantime, get somebody up from maintenance to clean this mess up and have them check out the wall outlet. It looks like it's fried.
I think the toaster is toast. Probably a case of too much toast testosterone, Captain.
The toaster is toast.
Thank you for that, Ramondo. I never would have figured that out. Oh, and thank you for that second opinion, Mr. Osaki.
You're welcome, Captain.
The toaster is toast.
Okay, Otis, let's go back to my office. I want to plan a stakeout on Ripplestick's antique store.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Swap a cup. Busted.
Okay, man. Are you ready to take the lead when we go in there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess so.
You'll be all right. Establish a relationship of trust. The witness to relax before you start in serious questioning.
Yeah, okay. I think I can do it.
I'll be right there with you, man. You'll be fine. I'll introduce us, and then you take it from there. I'm Detective Daly, and this is Detective Brancato. We just like to ask you a few questions about what happened on Saturday night, okay?
Sure. I'll tell you what I saw.
All right, I'm Detective Brancato, miss. Could I please get your name?
It's Clevie. Clevie Foster.
Clevie? You know, that's an unusual name, miss. You know, why did they call you that?
Well, it sure ain't because I came from Cleveland, 'cause I don't.
Okay, miss. Could you tell us what happened on Saturday night?
Well, me and Sister Cheeks were working on her regular corner when...
Excuse me, miss, did you say it was you and your sister's name is, Cheeks? Is that right?
Yes. She's not my real sister. We just call her Sister Cheeks.
I see. Okay, so please continue. Now, you said you were working down on the corner, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so were you and Sister Cheeks both working?
Yes, we were doing our business. Why?
I don't know, I was just wondering what kind of business you were running down on that corner at 2 a.m. in the morning, that's all.
We run an all-night candy store, okay?
Gee, I wouldn't think anybody'd be up buying candy at that time of night.
You'd be surprised, Detective. You'd be surprised.
Oh. Now I'm curious, Clevie, what's your most popular type of candy?
T&A.
T&A? Can't say I've ever heard of those before. Is that toffee and almonds?
Man, oh man.
Yeah, I'm the toffee and Sister Cheeks is the almonds. No, Detective, I sell these. And Sister Cheeks has her own special candy. She looks real fine coming or going, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, I think I get it now. Yeah. Please continue on with your story.
So me and Sister Cheeks were doing our thing when all of a sudden this guy drives up and pops this guy who's talking to Sister Cheeks about buying some candy.
Did he shoot him before or after he purchased the candy?
He gave Sister his money, but he didn't even get a taste.
That's too bad. Now, did you get a look at the shooter, Clevie?
Yes, I did. I've seen him around before.
Oh. Does he come around regularly to buy candy from you and the sister?
Nope. He's a seller. Name of Johnny DeSanto, and he's got more of that white candy to sell than the Easter Bunny.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for coming in, Clevie. You can go now. If you like, I can have one of the officers drive you back home. Would you like a ride home?
No, that won't be necessary, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, thanks for your help, Miss Cleavy.
Yes. Thanks for your assistance, Miss Foster.
You're welcome. No problem.
So how'd I do, boss?
It's gonna take some time. Quite some time.
Welcome, everybody. It's Bert Sanders here for Powder Rock Radio, and tonight we're live from Las Vegas, covering the Con Artist of the Year Awards. Tonight is very special because for the first time in the history of this award, there are 3 local people who are competing for this coveted award. One of them is Powder Rock's own Jim Scammer, and the other 2 are Randy Ripofsky and Stingmaster Stan, who are both from neighboring Flatback Flats. Jim, would you be kind enough to start off and explain to our listeners just what this award is and what did you do to be nominated for it?
Sure, Bert. I'd be pleased to do that. The award that we are competing for is called the Big Cojones Award. Here, take a look at it, Bert. Now tell me, aren't those the biggest cojones you've ever seen?
I'll say, and they're really heavy too.
That's right, Bert. These cojones are solid brass. Now, I've been nominated for the Butt Melter 9000, which I think you were familiar with, Bert.
Oh, yes. That's the machine you marketed that promised women that it would melt fat off their butts while they watched. It turned out to be a machine like a George Foreman grill, and the only fat it melted off was pork butt fat, right?
Yeah, that's the one. I've made over $10 million on the Butt Melter 9000.
Amazing! Okay, and Randy Ripofsky, what are you nominated for?
Do you remember the home gas making kit?
No, I'm not familiar with that. What is it?
Well, that's the commercial that says, now you can do something about the high cost of gas. You can make it yourself safely in your own kitchen with the home gas making kit. I asked folks to send me $59.95 for a 6-month supply of regular or $79.95 for a 6-month supply of premium.
Okay. So what did the kit consist of?
The regular kit consisted of 4 cases of refried beans, and the premium kit consisted of 4 cases of premium Texas chili.
Oh, I'll bet they just loved that.
Yep, they sure did. I couldn't ship them fast enough. I made over $50 million on that one.
Unbelievable! And what about you, Stingmaster Stan? What was your con?
My con was the chick magnet.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one either. What is it?
Well, the commercials for the chick magnet went something like this. No matter how old you are, no matter what you look like, you can have chicks chasing you all over town. All you need is the chick magnet. I had testimonials with guys who'd say things like, I'm 48 years old and not very good looking. So I was skeptical about this, but the first time I tried the chick magnet, the chicks were crawling all over me. And another one said, if you want all the chicks you can handle, I recommend the chick magnet. It's definitely the best product I've ever used for attracting chicks.
Okay, Stingmaster Stan, you've captured my interest. What exactly is the chick magnet, and how much does it cost?
Well, it costs $69.95 for a 6-month supply or $99.95 for a 12-month supply. And it's either a 60-pound or 100-pound bag of specially formulated birdseed that baby chicks just can't get enough of.
Good grief! I can't believe guys really sent money in for that.
They sure did. I made over $20 million off the chick magnet. And by the way, Bert, I have your 12-month supply of the chick magnet in the back of my pickup truck.
My chick magnet? I didn't order the chick magnet, Stan.
Yes, you did, Bart. You used to live at 312 Rosemont Lane, right?
Yes, I did, but I moved 3 months ago.
Exactly. When you moved, we were unable to deliver it because you weren't there to sign for it, and that's why I'm here, brought it with me tonight.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
A simple thank you would be just fine, Bert. Oh, and I threw in 24 baby chicks just so you could see that a chick magnet really does work.
It's the story of my life, surrounded by chicks that are too young to lay. Hi, everyone. Bert Sanders here, and today we have Johnny Walker of Tipsy with us to talk to us about impaired driving charges. So, Johnny, what can you tell our listeners?
Thank you, Bert. Well, folks, the next time you're charged with impaired driving or DUI offense, just call Tipsy, the totally impaired paralegal services incorporation, and we'll take care of everything.
Johnny? Why should our listeners call your Tipsy, Totally Impaired Paralegal Services Incorporation instead of their own lawyer?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Bert. You see, the members of our organization have special experiences in these matters. Now, when you folks are charged with an impaired driving or DUI offense, you don't want just any old lawyer. No, you want an impaired lawyer. Now, just ask yourself this question, folks. Who's going to understand your problem better? A stone cold sober lawyer or an impaired lawyer from Tipsy? Well, at Tipsy, folks, we have a full staff on at Tipsy, we have a full staff of totally impaired lawyers that are on call 24/7 to take care of you.
Johnny, are you saying that your lawyers have experience in dealing with impaired and DUI cases, or that your lawyers are actually impaired?
Well, yes, I am. Both, Bert. Both.
Wow, that's different, Johnny.
Oh, yes, it is, Bert. We're the only firm in the area that operates this way, and we even have some retired impaired judges on our staff to provide us with legal opinions on the really tough ones.
Actually, Johnny, are you a little tipsy right now?
I'm getting there, Bert. I'm getting there.
I see. So, what's the biggest case you've ever worked on, Johnny?
Let's see. Well, I guess that would have been the time we got that case of Jack Daniels. It was the big case, the one with the gallon bottles. It took myself, 2 senior partners, and an impaired judge over a week to get through that case. Do you know Judge Bender? Well, he was a big help. I don't think we could have gotten through that case without him.
No, I don't know Judge Bender. Is he still on the bench?
No, Bert, he's retired. Only bench you'll find him on these days is the one down in Veterans Park, where he be sleeping one off.
I see. Now, how are your fees, Johnny?
Well, very competitive with other firms, Bert. And there's no charge for the first consultation. All we ask is that you bring your own bottle. Yes. Yes. What is it now, Larissa?
Excuse me, Mr. Walker, but your 4 o'clock appointment has arrived. He's fully loaded and he's packing.
I'm sorry, Larissa? Did you say he has a gun?
Oh, no, Mr. Walker. When I said he's fully loaded and packing, I meant he's drunk as a skunk and he's brought a case of good whiskey with him.
Sorry, Bert. I better get on this case right away.
Right. Right you are, Johnny. So, folks, the next time you have an impaired or DUI charge, just call Johnny Walker at Tipsy, the Totally Impaired Paralegal Services Corporation, and he will take care of it for you.
Thanks for coming in, Bert. Hey, here's a photograph of all our legal and support staff as a token of our appreciation.
Gee, thanks, Johnny. Say, Johnny, I noticed you and all your staff have red eyes in this photo. Did you know that they now have cameras that can take the red eyes out of your pictures?
No amount of photography technology is going to get the red out of our staff's photos, Bert. If you think this is bad, you should see the photos from the company picnic and the Christmas party. They were wilder than anything you could ever imagine.
I'd love to see those photos, Johnny. Is Larissa in any of them?
Oh, yes, she is, Bert. Yes, she is. I think you're the man after my own heart, Bert. Listen, why don't you just make yourself comfortable, pour yourself a drink, and I'll be right back as soon as I take care of my 4 o'clock appointment. Listen, by the way, Bert, it's Friday, and Larissa always likes to have a stiff one after work on Fridays. And if you're really nice to her, well, she may also stay and have a drink, too.
Sounds like a plan, Johnny. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Listen, why don't you go down the hall to conference room B, and Larissa will join you in a few minutes.
I'm on my way, Johnny.
Excuse me, Mr. King.
Yeah, what is it, Marvin? It better be good for you to come busting in here.
Sorry, Mr. King. There's trouble brewing downstairs in the whole house between Costellado, the Greek god, and Giorgio Romano, the Italian stallion.
Okay, Marvin. Now, what seems to be the trouble? I'm sorry about this, Kelly. I'll be right back, baby.
No problem, sweetie. Go ahead. And who are the Greek god and the Italian stallion?
There are a couple of high-priced gigolos who compete to service the ladies in this town.
Oh, yeah. I remember them.
We're talking a fist fight here, Marvin?
I don't think so, Mr. King, but they are talking real loud, and you know how they don't like each other much.
Okay, guys, what's the problem here? Costa, let's hear your side first.
King, the stallion just insulted me.
Giorgio, is Costa right about that?
No, I just told the truth. The Greek god is a big fraud. He's not worth the money he charges the ladies.
Oh, yeah? Well, I give every woman a night of love and passion they will never forget. I cook them a delicious gourmet meal, and then I take them on a journey of passion to the heights of Mount Olympus.
That's right. And then you leave them halfway up the mountain to freeze in the dark. As for your gourmet meals, those meals are about 10,000 calories, and your ladies spend the next 2 weeks on a treadmill at the gym just trying to lose enough weight to fit into their clothes.
There you go, King. Do you see what I mean? Well, at least my passion takes them to Mount Olympus. The stallion takes his women to the depths of the catacombs and leaves them there, lost, hungry, and unsatisfied, fumbling around in the depths of despair. At least I give my ladies a gourmet dinner. What do you give your ladies?
Well, Costa, when the evening is over, my ladies give their choice of fine lingerie from my private collection. It's my own exclusive brand, and it has my own personal logo of a black stallion mounting a golden palomino mare. It's a treasured keepsake of our night of passion together.
What's the big deal about that?
I never get any complaints, just repeat dates. And with all the wine you give your ladies, they don't leave us satisfied, they're more like liquefied.
Well, that's interesting, because a lot of your former ladies are now dating me.
The only ladies that date you more than the ones are the real skinny ones who want to gain a few pounds.
Oh, yeah? Do you remember the time when you were kissing a woman's hand so passionately that you sucked up her cocktail ring? He did. He swallowed her ring. That must have been a fun date. She told me she didn't get a ring back for over a week.
That was just an unfortunate accident, Costa. These are things that can happen during times of intense passion and reckless abandon.
Yeah, well, all I can say is it's a good thing she wasn't wearing a tennis bracelet. You know, Giorgio, you should get an endorsement deal for a vacuum company.
Well, at least the ladies I date to wear jewelry. I actually take them out to nicer places like a nicer restaurant, the theater, and the dancing. You, on the other hand, insist that they wash the dishes after they finish their so-called gourmet meal.
Yeah, well, Giorgio, you know what they say. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and the ladies have got to be clean before they get next to the Greek god. My body is a temple.
Yeah, and it's in the ruins just like all the other Greek temples.
All right. Enough is enough. Flagpole Freddy, what are you laughing at? Have you got something to say? Go on, say it. What's up?
Well, I don't cook the ladies no dinners. I don't swallow no jewelry. And I don't go to the theater. But when I get through doing my special dance with the ladies, at least they got something to show for it, like a new fence or sun deck. And you know, I built more sun decks for the widows of this town than Home Depot. And you know what they say, it's the game of inches, right? Well, everybody knows that when it comes to the inches, I got more inches than the two of them combined. It's like comparing one of those little flags the kids, wave to a real flag. The military didn't invent shock and awe. It was me, baby, Flagpole Freddy. Sign your name across my pole. I want you to be my baby. And some of the ladies run out of ink before I get their phone number.
I guess you got a point, Freddy. Good point. On that note, I think we'll consider this little argument over, gentlemen. Now I want both of you to get together, look each other in the eye, and shake hands, okay? Come on, Costa. Giorgio.
All right. But first I'm going to take off my rings so the stallion doesn't swallow them.
You see, King, Costa's impossible, just impossible. I hear he goes down more often than a scuba diver. I'm surprised he doesn't get the bends.
You're both hopeless.
Hello, everyone. This is Narla Naples, your roving international radio reporter. And today we're in London, England, to bring you a special live interview with Mr. James Bailey, who is also known as Agent 009. Welcome, Mr. Bailey.
Actually, that's 009 and a half, Miss Nipples.
That's what I said.
No, you said I'm Agent 009, and I said it's actually 009 and a half. That's according to the most recent measurement.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. 9.5 it is then. And oh, by the way, my name is Narla Naples.
Yes, I got that.
No, you said Narla Nipples.
Did I? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Oh, dreadfully sorry. I guess it must be that dress you're wearing. It does show off your gnarly Naples. I mean... Oh, you know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do, Mr. Bailey. Now, just how did you become a 00, Mr. Bailey?
Well, it was really just a matter of stepping in to help the other 00 out. The poor chap was terribly overworked.
Overworked, you say?
Oh, yes, dreadfully overworked. You know, so many villains to chase, long lines at the airport, security checks, and then that other little problem.
What other little problem?
So many ladies to look after. They were ringing him up at all hours of the night. The poor chap was having a difficult time keeping abreast of things, you might say.
Oh, I see. So, that's where you came in.
Yes, I joined the team to help out with the overflow, so to speak.
So are you licensed to kill?
No, actually, I'm licensed to love. Now, I can do the other if it's absolutely necessary, but my primary function is to look after the ladies.
Really? Well, Mr. Bailey, how are you finding things?
Well, usually I just reach in, and there they are.
I mean, how are you finding the job, Mr. Bailey? Are you able to keep up?
Well, I must confess I did have a bit of a problem keeping it up in the beginning, but then I discovered this male enhancement product called El Humongo, and I went from being a 006 to a 009 and a half.
Fascinating. So this El Humongo product really works?
Oh, yes. One little pill and I'm stiff as a cricket bat. It's wonderful stuff.
Amazing. Well, that concludes our interview with Mr. James Bailey, Agent 009 and a half.
Once again, dreadfully sorry about getting your name wrong.
Oh, that's quite all right, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, you can call me James. Still, I guess it could have been worse.
How's that?
Well, I could have made some remark about melons.
What's wrong with my melons?
Oh, nothing at all. You have lovely melons. Oh my, I've done it again, haven't I? How can I make it up to you?
Well, I guess we could discuss that over a drink, couldn't we?
Yes, I suppose we could. Just as long as you realize that I like to be ridden but not spurred. I mean shaken but not stirred.
I'll remember that, James.
Then drinks it is. Bailey here. Oh, hello, Nala. Yes, I know I should have called, but I just wasn't able to. I'm in the central part of the United States. Yes, that's right, I'm in the U.S. of A. It's called Operation Golden Sky. I'm on the trail of a very dangerous man called Jolt. That's right, Jolt. Evidently, he wants to control all of the U.S. electrical supplies with a network of wind-driven turbine generators. No, I will call you as soon as I can, but right now I am about to meet my contact. I've got to go now, Nala. I'm going into the bar. Yeah. Can I help you with something, pal? Yes, I'm looking for wind chime. What's your name, pal? Yeah, it's James Bailey. Okay, pal. Why don't you just take a seat in the corner over there and I'll tell her you're here.
Hello? I'm Wind Chime. You wanted to see me?
Yes. I'm James Bailey, and I'm here to see you about, Operation Golden Sky and a certain Mr. Jolt.
I was beginning to think you weren't going to come.
Yes, it's the story of my life.
I hope you're not too late, Mr. Bailey. Jolt appears to be ready to connect his wind turbine grid at any time now.
Oh, I see. Well, I came as soon as I got the call.
Well, Mr. Bailey, I'll tell you what you are up against.
Please do.
Jolt is a ruthless man who is partly bionic, which is to say that he has a lot of electrical wiring and he requires a lot of electricity to keep himself recharged and functioning.
Very interesting. So do you know what his plan is?
Yes. The wind turbine facility on the edge of town is the last of a series of similar facilities, and once it is connected to the grid, Jolt will control almost 1/3 of the electrical power in the United States. Having Jolt with that much power is dangerous to our security.
Yes, that is too much power for one man. Where is Jolt at the present time?
He's out of the facility in an underground control bunker with his bodyguard, Earthquake.
Who is Earthquake?
Earthquake is an extremely large and dangerous man who used to be a sumo wrestler until he got too large to wrestle and went to work for Jolt as his bodyguard.
Excuse me, did you say he got too large for sumo wrestling?
Yes. He's so huge he has trouble coming through a door.
I see. Please continue.
That's about it, I guess.
I don't understand, Windchime. Why have you called me on this? Why don't your own people just deal with it?
Jolt is not only a power junkie, he is extremely wealthy and has a vast network of political friends, so we can't trust our own people to help us on this one, because they may be on Jolt's payroll too.
I understand. So I guess we'll have to go out to the facility and put a stop to our friend Jolt. Oh, why exactly do they call him Jolt?
They call him Jolt because he can hit you with a massive charge of electricity from either of his hands. So whatever you do, don't let him touch you.
I see. So are you ready to go?
I'll just get my Jeep. It's parked out back, and I'll meet you out front in a minute. It'll take us about 30 minutes to get there, and by then it will be dark.
Right. I'll see you out front. I never realized it gets so windy out here.
That's why it's the perfect location for the wind generator facility. Are you ready to go inside the facility?
After you, Windchime. Well, there's nothing but a loading facility on this floor. Shall we take the elevator down to the lower level?
Yes. The next level down is where the control room is.
Ah, Mr. Bailey. And Miss Windchime, how nice of you to visit us. I'm Jolt, and this is my associate, Earthquake. Say hello, Earthquake. You'll have to excuse Earthquake. He's a man of few words.
Yes. Why waste time talking when you could be eating?
Oh, if you're wondering how I knew you were coming, I have people everywhere.
So if you know everything, then you know we're here to stop you, Jolt.
You can't stop me, Mr. Bailey. No one can stop me. In only a few more minutes, this facility will be up to full power. And then when I throw that switch over there, the entire grid will be connected.
I see. So what are your plans for us, Jolt?
Plans for you? I have no plans for you, Mr. Bailey, other than to shake your hand and wish you luck. And then Earthquake will see you out. Here's my hand, Mr. Bailey. Good luck.
Don't touch him, Mr. Bailey.
Come on, Windchime, down this corridor.
I'm sorry you refused my hand, Mr. Bailey. But there is no escape, I'm afraid. Now, your demise will be slow and painful. Take care of them, Earthquake.
James, he's right. There's no escape. This corridor is a dead end.
You're right, Windchime. I guess we'll have to go back the way we came.
What was that?
It's Earthquake taking up his sumo stance, I'm afraid.
No escape for you, Bailey. Windmaster Jolt said you must die, so die you will.
Stay behind me, Windchime. Okay, Earthquake. Here's a few more balls for you to juggle.
What did you do to him, James? Is he dead?
No, he's just a victim of global warming. Now let's get back to the control room before Jolt comes looking for us.
Too late, James. He's at the end of the corridor and coming this way.
Well, it seems I may have underestimated you, Mr. Bailey. No matter. Your time is up.
Oh, then it's my turn to offer you my hand in congratulations, Jolt.
Mr. Bailey,
Is he dead, James?
No, Windchime. I used the power surge reverser that Miss Crew gave me to give him back the charge she intended for me. So, he's temporarily out of service until his circuits are repaired.
Great. So the grid won't get connected. I'll call my people to come and clean up the mess.
Well, thank you, Windchime. Now, if you'll just drive me back to town, I'll get a room for the night and catch a plane back to London in the morning.
Oh, There's only one hotel in town, James, and all the rooms will be booked by now. But you're welcome to spend the night at my place.
Oh, yes. Yes, I suppose I could do that.
Great. Then it's settled.
You know, it's the strangest thing.
What's that, James?
Every so often I hear what sounds like wind chimes coming from your direction.
Oh, that's me, James. It only happens when I get excited about something.
Well, now the wind chimes are getting me excited too.
Tell me, James, why do they call you Agent 9.5?
Oh.
Oh. I think I just got the answer.
Oh, such a lovely sound. Just lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Swap a cop. Who's who?
Yes, I wonder if you could help me, please. I'm looking for Captain Bradford.
I'm Officer Dana Dornhofer. May I ask you what you want to see Captain Bradford about?
Well, Miss Dornhofer, my name is Bert Sanders. I'm with the radio station, and I've been asked to do an in-depth feature on the new program that involves police officers in training from all over the world.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, the captain has been expecting you, so if you'd like to just follow me, I'll take you to his office.
I'm at your command, Miss Dornknockers. I'm Officer Dornhofer.
At my command? Well, wouldn't that be nice? Oh, about my name, it's okay, everybody gets my name wrong.
It was just a figure of speech.
Captain Bradford, this is Bert Sanders. He's with the radio station, and he's come to see you about the Swap-A-Cop program.
Okay, Bert. Is it okay if I call you Bert?
Sure, Bert is fine.
Okay, Bert. So, what would you like to know about the Swap-A-Cop program?
Pretty much everything, Captain. The radio station wants me to do an in-depth feature on the Swap-A-Cop program, including ride-alongs with the officers.
Well, I guess the best place to start is to introduce you to all the officers in the program. Now, you've met Officer Dana Dornhofer. She's a regular officer stationed here along with me, and Officer Otis Daly. I can't introduce you to the other officers right now because most of them are out on a tour of the city, so as to get them familiar with where everything is and so that they learn the hot spots, so to speak. But if you look over on the wall to your left, you can see the pictures of all the officers in the program.
Okay. Well, they certainly are a very interesting group.
Yes, they sure are. Now, if we start at the left, we have Raimondo. Raimondo is the last survivor of an ancient tribe that lived in the Andes of Peru. He always carries a blowgun with little tranquilizing darts. We call him the Jaguar because he is so quiet he can sneak up behind you without you even hearing him.
Very interesting.
Yes, indeed. And next to Raimondo is Tazy Tesaro. Tazy comes from Argentina, and her real name is Trina, but we call her Tazy because she can create a powerful jolt of static electricity by rubbing her hands on her clothing. She's just like a human taser.
Amazing! Now, who is this one in the Viking helmet with the sword and shield?
That's Ole Johansson. He comes from Sweden.
Okay, and the guy next to him?
That guy, that's Ying Yang Quan. He's from China, and he's a martial arts expert with the fastest hands I've ever seen.
And the two big guys?
Well, now that's Viktor Malinowski and Ivan Ofolicki. They come from Poland, and we call them the Polish ski team.
Oh, there's an interesting one. The guy with the parrot on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's Yoshi Tamura. He's a ninja warrior, complete with his sword, and the pet parrot on his shoulder is named Mr. Osaki. Evidently, Mr. Osaki likes to drink sake.
Okay, that's different. Now, who is the one with the crystal ball?
That's Marnie the Mystic. She's a gypsy woman from Romania who helps find missing persons, and she also does profiles on serial killers.
Okay, and the two in the grass skirts?
That's King Boogie Woogie and his daughter, Princess Yaya.
Yes, nice yayas. I mean, what's the story on them?
Well, they're from a small island in the South Pacific. They don't speak much English, and I've got this suspicion that the reason that they're in the program is maybe there's either oil on the King's Island or the government might want to set up a military base there, if you know what I mean.
Right, I get it. And the one on the end?
That's Marco Botticello. We call him the Italian Stallion. We brought him in to do undercover work, to infiltrate the mob. But so far, it seems that Marco does his best work under the covers, if you get my meaning.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He'll go to 5 or 6 different nightclubs on a Friday and Saturday night, and he'll come out with some of the best-looking girls every time.
Amazing! Some guys have all the luck.
Yep. Now they're conducting a lineup down the hall. Would you like to see that?
For sure.
Okay. Let's go, Bert.
Are you Mr. Bailey?
I could be. Are you Hodgy Podge?
Yes, Mr. Bailey, I am. Would you get into the taxi, please?
Certainly. Now, where are we off to?
First, we will travel up the Nile by boat, and then we will go by caravan to Sheikh Frazel's camp, which is near the pyramids of Luxor.
Sounds exciting. When will we get there?
If all goes well, we shall be at Sheikh Frazel's camp by Friday evening. Oh, I brought you some clothes to wear. You can change while I drive.
So, Hodgy Podge, what can you tell me about the Sandman?
Well, Mr. Bailey, we really don't know much about him, but he seems to be operating some kind of manufacturing plant out in the middle of the desert. Big trucks coming and going, lots of heavy equipment like backhoes and front loaders. You know what I mean?
Yes, I think I do.
Good.
One question, Hodgy Podge. Why do we have to travel by caravan to Sheikh Frazel's camp?
We must not arouse suspicion, you see, because the Sandman has guards posted all along the road. If we arrive by caravan from the desert side, they will think we are just Bedouin tribesmen coming to visit Sheikh Frazel.
Ah, yes. Good plan.
Have you finished changing, Mr. Bailey?
Almost. Now, approximately how many men are working with the Sandman?
My sources say that they have counted between 30 and 40 men working during the day, as well as another 20 armed guards. At night, the men are bused to a camp a few miles away, and the guards are reduced to about 10.
This is excellent information, Hodgy Podge.
Thank you. Oh, we are nearing the place where we will board the boat. We will sleep on the boat tonight, and tomorrow we will begin our caravan journey.
This is good. I could use a good night's sleep.
We are nearing Sheikh Frazel's camp.
How do you know this, Hodgy Podge?
The camels know it. They can smell water.
Yes, of course. Now, is there anything else I should know?
Well, aside from the Sandman, you must be careful to avoid his right-hand man, who is Ali Bandova. He is very ruthless and dangerous man.
Well, I'll be on the lookout for him then.
Oh, Sheikh Frazel is having a celebration in honor of the birthday of one of his sons, so all of the Sheikh's family, as well as the Sandman and all of his men, are invited.
Sounds like fun.
There will be much food and drink, and there will also be dancing girls. Do you like dancing girls, Mr. Bailey?
Oh, does a bear like honey?
I will take that as a yes. Now, one of the dancing girls will be your contact, Mr. Bailey. Her name is Mirage. Your cover is that you are here to try to sell Sheikh Frazel some of your vacuum cleaners.
Oh, it's a good thing I brought the cordless one with the rechargeable batteries.
Oh, get ready to meet everyone, Mr. Bailey. Here comes Sheikh Frazel.
Hodgy Podge, my old friend. It is good to see you again. And this man with you must be Mr. Bailey. Is that right?
Yes, it is, Sheikh Frazel. It's nice to meet you.
Please accept the hospitality of my tent. We have food and drink and good company. Oh, Mr. Bailey, I should introduce you to the Sandman and his associate, Ali Bandova.
Nice to meet you, gentlemen. You're English, aren't you? What brings you all the way out to the middle of the desert, Mr. Bailey? Well, I'm here to sell Sheikh Frazel some vacuum cleaners. Fascinating, Mr. Bailey. Vacuums in the desert. And what are you doing out here, Sandman? I have a small manufacturing facility about a half-mile down the road. Equally fascinating. What exactly do you manufacture, Sandman? I would love to see your facility. Yes, I'm sure you would, but it's a secret. If I showed you, I'd have to kill you. I see. Well, I'll remember that, Sandman. Well, Hodgy Podge, shall we join the party? I see the dancing is about to begin.
Yes. I'm sure the Sheikh can wait until morning to discuss vacuum cleaners.
Would you excuse me for just a moment? I just want to go and get one of my demonstrator vacuums. I'll be right back.
That's a beautiful camel, Mr. Bailey. I'll give you $1 million to spend the night with it.
Knock yourself out, Ali.
Sorry to tell you, Mr. Bailey, but I don't have $1 million. But I'm taking your camel.
It's quite all right, Ali, because it's not my camel.
Psst. Mr. Bailey, over here.
Yes, what is it?
My name is Mirage, and Mr. Bailey, I am here to help you. I will guide you to the Sandman's manufacturing facility. Follow me. We must be quick while the others are watching the dancing.
Lead on, Mirage.
This is it, Mr. Bailey. There are only 2 guards on duty. I have brought wine and I will dance for them. While they are distracted, you must sneak inside. Did you find what you were searching for, Mr. Bailey?
Yes, Mirage, I did. I must get back to London first thing in the morning.
Oh. Where are you going, Mr. Bailey?
I was just going to go sleep in the tent with Haji Podge and the others in our caravan.
No, Mr. Bailey. Tonight, you must come to my tent. Sheik Faisal put me in charge of buying the vacuum cleaners, you see. So the better job you do tonight at demonstrating the vacuum cleaners, the more successful your trip will be.
Well, in that case, I guess we'd better get started.
Yes, Mr. Bailey. I am eager to get started. Oh, there's one more thing, Mr. Bailey.
Yes? What is it, Mirage?
Well, Mr. Bailey, this will be my first time. I mean, since I have no experience with vacuum cleaners, you will have to teach me everything.
Everything? Well, that could take all night.
Yes, Mr. Bailey. I expect it will.
Why don't you just call me James, Mirage?
I was hoping you would say that, James.
Hello, Miss Petty Pitcher. Yes, it's James. No time to chat right now. Could you please put me through to Miss Crew? Thank you. Hello, Miss Crew? Yes. Yes. Well, right now I'm standing outside of the Suck 'em Up bar in Bangkok, Thailand. Yes, that's right. I guess this is the bar where all the vacuum salesmen hang out. Yes, I'm supposed to meet the Red Dirt Dragon here to have a showdown to see who has the best vacuum cleaner. I challenged him to go bagless. That's right. He thinks his old canister vacuum can beat our bagless machine. He told me to meet him inside the bar. Now, if you could just contact Nala for me and tell her I'll be home early next week. Thanks. Yes, I'll see you then.
Get on back, Mr. Bailey. Quick, quick.
Who are you?
My name, Jorai, Mr. Bailey. You're very lucky I saved you from Red Dirt Dragon.
What do you know about the Red Dirt Dragon, Joyride?
We talk later, Mr. Bailey. Right now, I must get away from black cars following us. You see behind?
Yes, there is a black car that seems to be following us. Who are they?
Those men are part of Red Dirt Dragon's crew.
Oh, are they vacuum salesmen?
No, Mr. Bailey. They're Red Dirt Dragon's exterminators. I think they want to kill you.
Kill me? Why on earth would they want to kill me?
I tell you everything once we get to a safe place. Now hold on tight, Mr. Bailey. I must get us away from them. Okay, Mr. Bailey. I think we're safe now. They left far behind. We go in here.
Where are we?
We are at temple. You wait here.
Yes, Joyride. What do you require?
What you tell your master we need a safe place to rest for night.
Yes, Joyride. I report your needs to master.
Yes, babe papa. What is troubling you?
How you know I am trouble, master?
Very easy to tell, Catnapper. Your face become twisted like small animal who has been stung by scorpion.
Am I so easy to read, master?
Yes, Beanstalker. Now tell me quickly before another sun sets and moon rises, what is problem?
It is Joyride, master. She require a safe place for herself and her companion.
Who is Joyride, Gumsucker? What favor do we owe this woman?
Joyride is a girl who bring us your favorite amber liquid, master.
Shh. Why you not say this before, Channel Server? Here, take this key, give them robes and towels, and lead them to safe house number 21.
Yes, master.
Oh, did Joyride bring any amber liquid with her, keyhole people?
I do not know, master. I will ask her.
Also, ask her if she have any new Wonder Woman CDs.
Yes, master.
Are you all right, Mr. Bailey?
Yes, I've just got a stomachache from some hot tamales I ate in Texas when my flight was delayed on the way over here. You know what they say, hot tamales never die.
Whatever you say, Mr. Bailey. Oh, I need to give the rope one a donation for our stay.
Sure, Joyride. What do you need?
7,000 baht. Mr. Bailey.
Here you go. I must say, Joyride, this is the strangest hotel I've ever stayed at.
I like this place. Very private and no one bother us here.
Now, why would the Red Dirt Dragon want to kill me, Joyride?
Red Dirt Dragon afraid of backless vacuum cleaner. If nobody buys back, he lose much money every year.
I see. I think you're right, Joyride. Thank you for saving my life, by the way.
You're welcome, Mr. Bailey.
Now, what exactly is your interest in this matter, Joyride?
I want to know why they call you Agent 9.5, Mr. Bailey. I think I know, but I want to experience.
Oh, I see.
You want to know why they call me Joyride, Mr. Bailey?
I assumed it had something to do with the way you ride your motorcycle.
No, it have nothing to do with motorcycle, but we both have all night to have our questions answered.
Yes, we do, Joyride. Yes, we do.
King, Starving Marvin is on his way upstairs to see you, and he says there's a man downstairs who says he wants Big Bertha.
Okay, Levitri. When he gets up here, just send him right on in.
Gotcha, King.
Now, Marvin, what's all this about Big Bertha?
It's true, Mr. King. There's a man downstairs in the whole house say he's just got to have Big Bertha.
I see. Did you try to talk him into getting another hoe?
Yes, sir, I did. But he ain't having none of it. He said he's got to have Big Bertha or nothing. So Madam Serene said I better get up here right away and tell you, because you'll know just what to do.
Well, Marvin, this is going to be a problem, because there ain't but one man in 1,000 who can handle a hoe the size of Big Bertha. Now, I'm not saying he ain't that man, but we got to find out before we give him Big Bertha.
Yes, sir. What you want me to do, Mr. King?
You go back down and tell him what I said. You tell him that I ain't ever seen the man that was man enough to handle Big Bertha. And tell him that even if he is the one man in 1,000, that Big Bertha don't come cheap. And I wrote this on this card, what he's got to pay.
Wow, Mr. King. That's a lot of money for a hoe.
Yep, it is, Marvin. But Big Bertha ain't no ordinary hoe.
Okay, Mr. King. I'll go right back down and tell him what you said.
Well, baby, we'll soon find out what kind of man he is.
Yes, I guess we will.
Dang, Marvin, back quick. So what'd he say?
He says his name is Buck Weaver. And he's had plenty of experience with hoes from all over the world. And ain't never met a hoe he can't handle. So he still wants Big Bertha. What do you want me to do, Mr. King?
Well, Marvin, you tell Madam Serena to have Dumb Sim get Big Bertha ready for him.
You want me to have Miss Sim bring Big Bertha out naked?
No way, Marvin, no way. Just sight of Big Bertha naked can bring a strong man to his knees. No, Marvin, don't do that. You tell Dumb Sim to dress Big Bertha in our finest two-piece Corinthian leather outfit. I'm thinking red leather, Marvin. Yeah, red leather. That's what's befitting for Big Bertha. Now you go right back down there and tell him it will be just a few minutes till we get Big Bertha dressed, and then he can have her. Now, just before you have Dumb Sim bring Big Bertha out, I want you and a couple of the other boys to stand behind him when they bring her out, just in case, okay?
Just in case of what, Mr. King?
Just in case he passes out is what?
Well, he didn't pass out when I told him the price, Mr. King. And he's a real big man. Maybe he's the one man in 1,000 that can handle Big Bertha.
Marvin, it's got nothing to do with the size of the man. It's got to do with what's inside the man. That's what counts. I'll be right down in a minute. You gone.
Okay, Mr. King, I'll take care of it.
What was that? It sounded like an earthquake.
That, my baby, was Big Bertha making a lasting impression on our boy Buck Weaver.
Sorry about the noise, Mr. King, Miss Kelly. But we stood behind him, and dang if he didn't do a phase plate and took out 2 display counters on the way down. He's a little shaken, but I think he'll be all right.
That's okay, Marvin. Now take Big Bertha back to Dumb Sim, and you'll know what to do next time, right?
Yes, Mr. King, I will.
Now, baby, have you heard anything about that private investor from out of town who was going to give me a mortgage on the whole house?
Yeah, that's what I came here to tell you. A deal's done. It's for the full amount, including interest and penalties, and it's at an interest rate of prime plus 1%. My lawyer says it'll be paid out by tomorrow. See this number? That will be your new mortgage payment.
Ooh, that's awesome, baby. The new payment is a little less than half of my old payment. Slippery Sid said my mortgage was going to be for prime plus 2%. But when it came time to sign the papers, that rate wasn't prime plus 2. It was prime times 2. Baby, I was thinking that we should celebrate you saving my butt from foreclosure. So how's about I take you to Maximo's tonight for a special dinner? He phoned and told me he just got some fresh lobsters flown in from the East Coast. And he says he's also got something called charcoal brand and beef Wellington. What do you say?
I think you mean Chateaubriand, and that would be great, except I promised some of the girls I would go with them to Pandora's tonight. You know, kind of a girls' night out. Can I take a rain check, sweetie?
Yeah, sure, I guess so.
Okay, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Baby, who exactly are the girls?
The girls are Len Bananakova, Husky Verna, Madam Triple X, Allison Rippingforth, Jalapeno, and Levitri.
Well, that's quite a group. Have fun, baby.
Hi, folks. Kelly Houston here for Powder Rock Radio, and I'm here with the King of Hose, and we're broadcasting live from House of Hose at 3rd and Lexington. So, King, I understand you have many testimonials from satisfied customers.
That's right, Kelly.
Well, why don't we take a few right now?
Sure, let's do that.
My name is Melissa Jackson. I just want to say how happy I am that my husband got a new hoe from the House of Hoes. Ever since he got his new hoe, Freddie's been much happier. I work the night shift, so I used to worry what he would be up to when I'm not around. But now Freddie will often call me at work on Friday or Saturday night and tell me that him and his best friend Chester are going out hoeing for the night. And that really puts my mind at ease, 'cause now I know where he is and what he's doing.
King, some people think that you only play the testimonials that say good things about the House of Hose, but I understand we're going to take some others as well.
That's right, Kelly. Listen up.
My name is Otis Mayfield, and me and my brother Tyrone, we bought some hoes at the House of Hose 2-for-1 sale. Well, we decided that since we don't need 2 hoes, that we would do something nice for Reverend Wallace and give him a hoe.
Okay, Otis, so what happened?
Well, after the Sunday morning service, we went up to the Reverend Wallace and told him we had just picked up some cheap hoes and we wanted to give him one. And Tyrone said, well, come on out to the parking lot, Reverend, and pick out a hoe you want. We got them all laid out in the back of the pickup truck under the top. Or if you want, we can bring the hoes in so you can have a look at them.
What did the Reverend say, Otis?
Well, he got real upset. And he said, you can't bring hoes into the church. So I said, well, Reverend, what you want me to do with them? Well, at that point, Reverend lowered his voice and he said, bring them hoes around to my office at the back of the church around 9:30. Ain't that right, Tyrone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anything else?
Well, yeah. Then he smiled at us, reached into his collection plate, took out $20 and gave it to me and said, why don't you boys pick up some wild turkey and bring it with you tonight when you bring the hoes over. So, me and Tyrone went back to the House of Hoes and picked up some Rancher's Bend wild turkey.
So what happened at 9:30 when you brought the hose and the wild turkey to the back of the church?
Oh, my. Well, when I showed the Reverend the hose and the wild turkey,
he was real disappointed. And he said he didn't want him. He said, and you can keep the darn wild turkey too. Ain't that right, Tyrone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the end of it.
Well, pretty much. Till I phoned my wife. Told her that me and Tyrone had picked up some hoes and some wild turkey, and we was going over to Tyrone's house to do some hoeing. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. She hasn't spoken to me since. Ain't that right, Tyrone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, King, those were certainly some eye-opening testimonials.
Yes, Kelly, I guess you just can't please everybody. Now remember, folks, nobody knows hoes like the king of hoes. And if you got the dough, we got your hoe.
Hi, folks, it's Bert Sanders here with you today for another segment of Thank Your Lucky Stars. Last week, we introduced you to well-known psychic and astrologer, Madam Triple X, who was assigned to prepare an astrology reading on Mr. Marvin Montgomery, who is better known to many of you as Starvin' Marvin. I'd like to welcome you both back this week.
Thank you, Bert. It's nice to be back.
And how are you this week, Mr. Montgomery?
I'm fine, but I hope this won't take too long, because I'm getting kind of hungry. And you can call me Marvin. Now, will I be getting the same $20 food voucher for this show as I got for the last one?
Yes, Marvin, you will.
That's good. I just hope it's not for Yuk Foo's restaurant this time, because I had their Shanghai chicken and honey mustard sauce, and it upset my stomach something awful.
No, Marvin, this week's restaurant certificate is for Maximo's. Is that okay?
Oh, that would be just fine. Maxio's makes a real fine steak dinner and lots of mushrooms.
Okay, Madam Triple X, if you're ready to proceed with Marvin's reading, you just go right ahead.
Yes, I'm ready. Now, due to the time factor, I'm not going to go through all of Marvin's 12 houses. I'll just key in on the highlights. Well, Marvin, you have a very interesting chart. Now, your second house represents your personal resources and your attitudes about money and possessions. According to your chart, you have Neptune in your second house, so the indication is that money does not play an important part in your life. Money and possessions are not a priority for you. Is that correct?
Yes, that's true, because I have no money or possessions.
Okay. Now, your fifth house has to do with your personal strength of will as well as creativity, self-expression, and romance. Now, you have Venus in your fifth house, and that indicates you have a very strong personal will, and you are very creative once you are challenged with a problem that needs to be overcome. And although romance and love affairs have not been a big part of your life, up to now, they will be very significant in your near future.
Should I answer that?
Maybe we'll let Madam Triple X finish your chart, and then you can comment at the end. Go ahead, Madam Triple X.
Thank you. Okay, that brings us to your sixth house, which deals with your health and work. Now, your chart says that you have one chronic health problem, but aside from that, you are a strong and relatively healthy person. When it comes to work, your chart indicates that up until recently, work has been rather sporadic for you. You've had many jobs that didn't last very long, but now you've found one that you like, and you're going to settle down for a while.
This is true.
Please, just hold your comments until the end, Marvin.
Sorry, I just forgot.
Now, when we come to your eighth house, which concerns transformation, regeneration, and sexuality, you have Uranus in your eighth house. And it seems like you're at that beginning of a cycle transformation and regeneration. It seems that you are about to be involved in an event that will bring powerful changes to your life. Now listen, Marvin. You've got to be very careful with Uranus. Now, your last house is the 12th house, which deals with self-undoing and institutions. You have Saturn in your 12th house, and this means that you have to guard against sabotaging yourself. I think there is a connection between this major event that you are about to be involved in that will bring powerful changes to your life. You must use your strong personal will to make sure that these changes are positive and not negative changes. There is a struggle or a battle ahead for you, Marvin, and you must prepare yourself very well for the struggle so that you come out with the right result. Now, that's all I have for you today, Marvin. But if you would like to discuss the rest of your chart, I'd be happy to meet with you privately. Any
Thank you very much, Madam Triple X. Now, I know you have another session for a private reading in about 15 minutes, so you are free to go, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Bert.
Now, Marvin, what is your reaction to what Madam Triple X just told you?
Well, Madam Triple X was right about the money and possession, because I'm a homeless person, and I lives in a homeless shelter. I guess that's the situation she was talking about. And except for my metabolism and my eating disorder, I'm pretty strong and healthy. Now, I'm a good worker, and I learn really quick. Because of my fast metabolism, I got to eat on the job, and most employees don't like that. Now, when she said I had Venus in my 5th house, I didn't understand that too much. The only Venus I know is Venus Butterfly, who works at the radio station, and she's the finest woman I know. She interviewed me one time when I got mugged, and then she gave me $20 for food. Now, I don't often get to talk to a woman as pretty as Venus, and she's a real nice person, too. All I can say, if I had Venus in my house, I would consider myself a real lucky man. Now, this part about transformation, regeneration, and sexuality, when Madam Triple X said that I got to be careful with my Amos, well, let me tell you, boy, nobody messes with my Amos. I was in the hospital once a few years ago, and one of them ordinands tried to shove some kind of tube up my Amos. Well, it cost him his 2 front teeth. I might be mighty skinny, but I'm pretty strong, and I kick like a mule. When I'm surprised by someone trying to shove something up my Amos, I didn't mean to hurt him, but he just surprised me. It was a kind of a knee-jerk reaction. Now, one more thing, Bert. Madam Triple X said I got 12 houses, right?
Yes, that's right, Marvin.
Well, if I got 12 houses, how come I'm living in a homeless shelter? And since I'm not living in any of them houses, who's collecting all that rent money? Because I ain't seen one single dollar of it.
Good point, Marvin. Good point. Well, that concludes our program for today, folks. Please join us next week for Thank Your Lucky Stars.
Oh, but don't forget my free steak dinner at Maxio's.
I've got your certificate right here, Marvin. There you go.
Thank you very much, bud. It's been real good working with you.
Adult Fairy Tales and Myths. Snowy White and the 7 Hoes.
Hi, folks. This is Snowy White, and I'm talking to you on my mobile radio transmitter today to let you know that me and my hoes are back in town for a limited engagement. That's right, folks. This Friday and Saturday night, my white van and the big semi-trailer known as Snowy's Mobile Pleasure Palace will be on the edge of town between Flatback Flats and Hunker Down Hollow.
Why don't you let everyone know what you got planned, Snowy?
Oh, take it easy, Stash. I was just coming to that. Whether you want to float like a butterfly or light up the sky like Superfly, we got your ticket. We feature the finest discount pharmaceuticals money can buy, as well as a full line of designer specialty products. Now, I got to tell you folks, my snow ain't for shoveling and my hose ain't for gardening. So you can expect a good time no matter what you're looking for.
Don't forget to mention about free delivery.
Thanks for reminding me of that, Stash. If you're shut in, just call ahead and place your order, and one of our staff will be pleased to bring it to you. Subject to prior card approval, of course.
What about prices, Snowy?
Oh, yeah, Stash. Since we manufacture all our own products and we are selling directly to you, there ain't no middleman. So all our prices are rock bottom wholesale. We will not be undersold.
Do you want to talk about privacy and security, Snowy?
I sure do, Stash. Please don't bring any heavy metal to this event, folks, because we have our own band of called Led Zeppelin, and they don't take kindly to competition, if you know what I mean.
Do you want to mention the plan?
Good thinking, Stash. Yes, if you folks are tired of the recession or you just can't stand your regular job, you should inquire about how you could become a Snowy White franchise dealer. That's right, folks. For a small franchise fee, we can set you up in your own business. There are many excellent protected neighborhoods still available, but you got to hurry, 'cause they going fast.
Uh-oh. I think we should wrap it up, Snowy, 'cause it sounds like company's on the way.
Thanks, Stash. Okay, folks, I just wanted to say that this is my homecoming party. I've been away, but I'm back to stay. So long for now. We'll see you all on the weekend.
When little Johnny rode up to the saloon, and he saw the saloon door swinging open, and out of it came Sheriff Johnson.
Howdy.
Sheriff Johnson was like, "Little Billy, y'all know you're not allowed to be in this saloon today, right? Because you're not old enough." But Sheriff Johnson, I'm big enough. I'm taller than what the stick says. You got to be this high to get into the building. Well, Billy, because they serve alcohol inside, that'd just be a bad influence on you. Because you ain't even out of high school yet.
Now, DJ, tell me what you said in front of my dad.
What? I didn't say nothing. That's what you... What the...
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Babe Baba, come with haste. We have big tragedy.
Yes, master. What is problem?
Someone has taken my breakfast rice, dog walker. We have serial killer on loose.
Yes, master.
Every morning I start day with breakfast rice buffalo winger. When I hear snap, crackle, and pop, I begin journey on path to enlightenment. Do you understand, Logjammer?
Yes, master. But you must calm yourself.
How I calm myself, Gumsucker? My breakfast rice is gone.
Here, master. Would you like some of these? I just make it. They are very fresh.
Oh, what are these bottom feeder? Yum. Sweet, sticky little cubes that taste like rice. Yes, very good, gas passer. They remind me of something else, but I don't know what.
I am pleased that you like them, master. Would you like some of your favorite amber liquor to ease the passage of the little cubes?
Oh, you have amber liquid too, Bongo Beater? These rice cubes taste very good. Excellent, Candle Waxer.
Yes, master. I have some amber liquid in my chamber. I will get it now.
Yes, Clock Watcher. And when I am finished, I have important task for you.
Oh, what task is that, master?
You must find serial killer and bring him to me for punishment, Bra Snapper.
What will be punishment for serial killer, master?
I not decide, Google Browser. Maybe I use water torture, or maybe I make him listen to Barry Manilow songs.
Oh, that is very harsh punishment, master.
Oh, hold it. Little rice cubes stay with me, Snapple Zipper.
Yes, master.
Howdy, everyone. This is Ellie Mae Dewitt and Billy Bob Bodine, coming to you from Hunker Down Holler with our weekly show called Life and Love Tips. So what's new with you, Billy Bob?
Well, it's been quite a week, Ellie Mae, let me tell you.
Well, do tell, Billy Bob.
First up, there was a town meeting, to talk about the recession.
I missed that meeting, Billy Bob, so why don't you tell the folks how it all turned out?
Well, they had a real good discussion about the recession, and then they took a vote on it. Just about everyone in town came to the meeting.
I'm really sorry I had to miss it, but I had a little errand to run over Powder Rock. So what happened, Billy Bob?
Well, the folks around here just couldn't see anything good happening in a recession, so they decided to take a pass on it.
I don't understand, Billy Bob. What happened exactly?
They voted against the recession is what happened. They figured if there ain't nothing good coming out of a recession, then why have one? So there won't be no recession in Hunker Down Holler, Ellie Mae. They said if one of the neighboring town wants to have a recession, they're welcome to it. But everyone here likes things just the way they are.
Anything else in the way of news, Billy Bob?
Yes, sirree. There's a warning out for Wacky Wally.
Oh boy, what's Wacky Wally up to now?
Remember me telling you about how he took that correspondence course on how to be a private detective?
Yes, I think I do remember that.
Well, it seems that Wacky Wally told the owners of the Save a Bunch market that he could cut down on the shoplifting losses, so they hired him to take care of that.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Not really, Ellie Mae, because Wacky Wally made his own homemade taser out of a 12-volt car battery, a pop-up toaster, and a pair of them big barbecue forks.
Wow, that sounds scary.
Oh, yeah. Wacky Wally was chasing a shoplifter around the aisles in the Save a Bunch market when he fired his taser at him, but he missed and hit Melissa Morton in the butt while she was bending over in the frozen food section.
Oh my, what happened next?
Seems Wacky Wally didn't have the pop-up toaster pot turned on high enough so the juice wasn't flowing through those big barbecue forks. But Melissa got mad and pulled out the forks and stuck them in Wacky Wally's upper chest. Now, at about the same time, Wally knocked over that big Christmas display and he was covered in tinsel and Christmas lights. And then he must have accidentally turned on the pop-up toaster because the juice started flowing into those two big barbecue forks.
That must have been a sight to see.
Yes, sirree. Old Wally looked just like a dancing reindeer, what with him being all covered in tinsel, and sparks flying, and him whooping and hollering all around the store. Evidently, his taser thing really packs a wallop.
Well, that's all for this week's show, folks. Please tune in next week and say goodbye, Billy Bob.
Goodbye, y'all. Till next week.
Animal Court. Going green.
In the animal kingdom, there are two kinds of animals: those who obey the law and those who break it and must pay the consequences. These are their stories.
All rise. Animal Court is now in session. Judge Barney Owl presiding.
Okay, what's our next case? Oh, gee, these flies are bad in here today. There's one that's just driving me crazy.
Today we've got a Mr. Cornelius Toad, who is charged with lewd behavior, Your Honor.
Your name is Cornelius Toad, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor, but my friends just call me Horny for short.
So how do you plead, Horny? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Would you call the first witness, please? Gee, you better get some bug repellent at the next break. These flies are driving me crazy.
The court calls Miss Amanda Beavershot. Would you please explain what happened, Miss Beavershot?
It happened last Saturday afternoon down at Goldie's Pond. I was giving the young beavers their ballet and synchronized swimming lessons when Mr. Toad and his friends showed up.
What exactly did they do, Miss Beavershot?
Well, I can't say that I ever experienced anything like it before, Your Honor. Mr. Toad and his friends were staring at me and my girls while they were doing their ballet movements. And if that wasn't bad enough, they began sticking their tongues out and making these awful, rude, horrible belching noises. It was utterly disgusting.
Ah, yes, the Beaver Ballet. I spent many a pleasant afternoon watching it down at Goldie's Pond. I mean, what have you got to say for yourself, Mr. Horny? Gee, how can you get me some of that bug spray? These flies are becoming intolerable.
Right away, Your Honor.
My friend and I were just fly fishing, Your Honor. It's the same thing we always do. Just a minute, Your Honor.
What was that?
I just got rid of those flies that were bothering you, Your Honor. I zapped them with my tongue.
Indeed you did, Mr. Toad. Very efficient. Is this what you and your friends were doing down at Goldie's Pond?
Yes, Your Honor. That's what we do, just some fly fishing.
Case dismissed. I'm sorry, Miss Beavershot. Your charge of lewd behavior against Mr. Horny Toad is not sustainable. Well, where is that hooting coming from, Al?
I believe it's the Hooter sisters, Your Honor. They're on the left at the back of the courthouse.
Oh, yeah, I see them. Now, that's what I call a great pair of owls.
You got that right.
Court is now adjourned.
Welcome back, folks. This is Ellie Mae Dude and Billy Bob Bodine, and we're broadcasting from Hunker Down Holler. And we're pleased to bring you our weekly show, Life and Love Tips.
Howdy, folks, and today we have a special treat for you, don't we, Ellie Mae?
Yes, we do, Billy Bob. Today we're going to do a story on Wonton Tommy Wong, who is one of the most interesting people living in Hunker Down Holler.
We're going to tell you all a lot of things that you didn't know about Tommy Wong. Like, do you know why they call him Wonton Tommy Wong?
No, I don't, Billy Bob.
That's because he's plumb crazy about wonton soup, that's why.
Wow, anything else, Billy Bob?
Yep, there's plenty of interesting things about Wonton Tommy Wong. Like, not only is Tommy a fine mechanic, but he used to be an electrical engineer, and he's an inventor, too.
Oh, I didn't know about that. What all did he invent, Billy Bob?
Well, Ellie Mae, I don't have a full list of everything, but here's just a few of the things that he invented. There was the electrical mousetrap. Mousetrap Sally thought that thing was going to put her out of business. The fly in the wall, that was a miniature camera that looked just like a real fly. The butt melter 9000, that was some kind of exercise machine, and a mechanical horse.
Fascinating. What's your favorite, Billy Bob?
Oh, my favorite was Stainless Stan, the mechanical horse. It was a big silvery clanker thing with big nostrils and 3 eyes.
3 eyes? Why did it have 3 eyes?
Oh, the third one was located on his butt, and that was just so he could back up. Yep, I love that mechanical horse. I bet on him every time he ran down at the track in Paddle Rock.
Did the mechanical horse ever win any races?
Sure did. I made over $500 betting on him.
Whatever happened to Stainless Stan?
It was real sad. On the day of his last race, he was clunking more than usual, and he didn't have the usual sparkle in his eyes. Then when another horse started to pass him going down the home stretch, he started breathing fire out of his nostrils instead of steam.
Really? That must have been a sight to see.
Yep, when one of those horses tried to pass him on the rail, old Stainless Stan turned his head toward him and let go with the fire in his nostrils and scorched the jockey's whip. Then he bounced off the rail and cut clear across the track at a diagonal, threw his jockey up into the grandstand, and then flew apart in a big, hissing, steaming, popping pile right in front of the mayor's box. One of his ears flew up in the air and landed in the mayor's beard. I never did like that mayor much anyway. I guess old Stainless Stan didn't like him neither.
Oh, how sad.
Yep, it was real sad. I think about old Stainless Stan every once in a while, and when I do, I go down to the park to visit him.
Oh, do they have a memorial to him in the park?
Not exactly. Do you know those stainless steel benches on either side of the fountain?
Yep, I do.
Well, that's what they made out of what was left of Stainless Stan.
Oh, well, I think it's time for a commercial break here, Billy Bob. So we're going to do a quick commercial, folks, and then we'll be right back.
was there they saw. Aside something they couldn't believe, a crowd of teens dancing out late in the raw. It was then somebody yelled and said that they'd be right back and that they had to get it all on video. Nowadays they gotta make sure that you get far more than you get to see. And you know they got it all on video. From the longest damn legs that you've ever seen to confessions from people you're never gonna meet on the video. They got it all on video. Yeah, I remember the sights and I remember the nights and I remember the times when you could sneak on out into the city lights and not worry about a video if you punch someone out. You could be real wild and do it in style, but as a movie star, well, you did what you did, but that was all before they could get it all on video. No more picking your nose or blasting farts out loud. No more pulling the moon at the side of the road. They on a video. They got it all on video. Hey paparazzi, can you take me to the ex-president's home? 'Cause Willie Mouse is but the one to get it on video. Then I can sell it to those with the highest bid, so they can show the world just what I did and how I made a video. Hey paparazzi, can you take me to a movie star's home? 'Cause when she gets knocked up, I wanna get it on video. From the sickest damn things that you'll ever see to a robot screaming rights with the diamond ring on a video. They got it all on video. Smile, you're on video. From late night parties to real smooth and hard body streets side hookers and the pedal pushers. There's bad cops, bad guys, good guys, wise guys, smart guys. You can't forget the glamour. They got it all on video. Sometimes I wish there never were such things as a video.